Autumn Beckman here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I'm filming in the living room because that noise in my room from the air conditioner on the roof has come back and I can't film in there while that's happening. So they are trying to fix it and we'll see. It needs to be resolved because I need to be able to use the space that I'm paying for. It's very frustrating. So I'm filming in the living room. I've got my fall decor behind me. It's the beginning of November. And what I wanted to talk about today is I was looking through some of my comments, and one of my subscribers who goes by KB, just the initials KB, they were asking about, or we were talking about, especially bigger YouTubers and how they don't respond to comments often. And we were talking about how that KB was saying that discourages her, I'm guessing, from leaving comments at all on the videos, because like, why leave a comment if the YouTuber doesn't respond? So we were going back and forth a little bit, and I just wanted to discuss this with you guys too, because that's something that frustrated me also before I had a YouTube channel. And for me, I thought even with the smaller YouTubers, like 10,000 or less, which is where I am, I thought, well, it seems like it wouldn't be that hard to take 30 seconds to write back to somebody. But now that I am a YouTuber, it's a lot more than that. It seems like it would just take a few seconds or a couple minutes to respond, but it really takes a lot longer, and I just wanted to explain that to you so you have a better understanding, because I didn't have this understanding before I had a YouTube channel. The process of making YouTube, some people just sit down and film, or at least it appears that way, but a lot of us who are really serious about it and who post regularly, it takes a lot of our time. And I have a full-time job as a teacher, so I do YouTube on the weekends and before work and after work during the week. I do a lot of planning. I've shown you before that I have a big book, a big calendar that I come up with ideas. I jot those down on little Post-its, and from there I choose what I'm gonna do, and then I plan most of my videos out. This one is kind of spontaneous. Haven't really done a plan for this because this information's already in my head. There's nothing that I feel like I have to bullet point and make sure I hit. So I write the ideas down, and that takes time too. It doesn't just come to you. Sometimes they do, but it takes an effort to be able to sit down and come up with videos. And then you schedule when you want to do things. And then you actually plan each video out. So most of the time what I'll do is sit down and I have a basic outline that I follow. So if I'm talking about a particular topic like this one, I start off by telling you what I'm talking about, and then why I'm talking about it. And then I go through the outline of what I want to say in order, and then I sum everything up kind of in the end. And by the time I have all the planning together, and I also try to come up with questions for you guys. Speaking of, I'd love to hear your experiences with YouTube, or commenting, or people responding to your comments, how you feel about it when YouTubers do or don't respond to your comments, and how that affects how you watch their channels. I'd be curious to know about that in the comment section below. So once I have a video all planned out on paper, and I also make a list of any props I might need, like do I need to pull my speedy or a keychain or luggage tag or something like that, I make sure I write all that down. What links do I need to put in the video? Am I mentioning something, someone else's video that I need to link, or a product that I want to link because you guys might be interested in checking that out? So I make a list of all this stuff. I write all this down before I even film. And when I film, and this is pretty common for a lot of YouTubers, I do it in bulk. So right now I'm on a schedule where I'm doing 3 videos a week. And I usually film all 3 of those on the weekend, and then I edit throughout the week and post or upload throughout the week. A lot of my videos lately have been around 10 to 15 minutes. It doesn't take 10 to 15 minutes to film. And let's say I'm doing 3 of those. It takes several hours to do that. It'll take an entire morning, for example, to get my notes out, to get all the equipment set up, to get everything out that are the props that I'm using, to get my notes together, read through them, refresh myself so I don't look like I'm looking at my notes. Usually, sometimes I do, you'll know that. And then I also have to get myself ready, so I've got to go through the usual routine of getting up and showering and doing all that stuff. I can't just roll out of bed and do a video. Y'all would not want to see that. I also pick out certain outfits for YouTube. I try to get plain tops that don't have patterns. Do my hair where I have it up in the scrunchie and then I pull it down for the videos so it has a little bit of a wave to it. I pick out the jewelry and I try to change outfits for each video. Part of that is so it's a little bit more interesting to you and you're not seeing me in the same thing all the time. Part of it is because it makes it easier for me when I'm uploading. When I upload 3 videos at a time, I have all these files and I don't know what they are unless I start playing them, which takes a lot of time. But if I'm wearing different outfits in each one, I can say, oh, that one with the red top, those all go in this folder. And that one with the white top, those all go on this folder. So that helps. But it also takes time to do those wardrobe changes. So once I have filmed, which takes several hours, and then I still have all the other stuff I have to do in my personal life. And while I'm filming, right now I'm in the living room where Vincent can be pretty loud, but even in my room, sometimes you hear Vincent make noises like that. And when she does that, I've gotten to the point where I stop talking and I restart my sentence and hopefully you don't hear her again. So that takes extra time. It just happened. Once I'm done filming, then I put all the equipment away, put all my bags and other props away. Then I upload the video files from my memory card. That takes a while to do. At least once I get that started, I can be working on other things like putting things away. And once those are uploaded and organized, then I go through in the editing process. The first thing I do, oh, and when I'm filming, I also have to take thumbnails, and I don't think my thumbnails are particularly creative. If you have any ideas for that, I would love to know about it. Just let me know below if you'd like to see me do something different with my thumbnails. I feel like I do the same things all the time and I make the same 2 faces. Oh, and also during the filming process, sometimes the camera stops filming for no reason that I know, or I accidentally put a handbag or something on my computer and it presses a button that stops filming and I haven't realized it because I'm not looking at the tiny little red light. So by the time I do realize it, I've already filmed 10 minutes of video. I have to go back and redo that, and in order to find out what I have to redo, I have to upload the video file and watch it to see where I left off, and then review all my notes again and try to remember all the ad-lib stuff that I added to it. That's frustrating, and it happens a lot more often than you might think. Once the videos are uploaded, it's time to edit. Editing takes quite a while. A 15-minute video it depends. Some are more complicated than others. Like if you hear Vincent a lot, that takes me longer. If there are extra noises, if I'm adding photographs. But a basic 15-minute film will probably take me half an hour, 45 minutes or so to edit. And then others take longer. After it's edited, then, oh, and during the editing process, I'm also resizing the image and color grading it to make it look better. And every once in a while, this is rare, but every once in a while I find that I missed something or wanted to say something, so I have to go back and film something else. And sometimes I just stay in whatever outfit I'm in and explain it to you in the videos, but sometimes I go and I put the same outfit on again and the same jewelry and do my hair and all that stuff, so that takes a lot of time. Once I have the video edited, it then has to render. A 15-minute video on my computer with my equipment, it takes about almost an hour to render that. So my computer is taken up then, I can't do anything else. And then after it renders, I upload to YouTube. When I upload to YouTube, it's not just click, click, and it's uploaded. It's more complicated than that. I have to come up with a title that I think is kind of interesting or interesting enough that'll get you to click on it. I also have to edit my thumbnail photo. I do that in Photoshop and I resize it and I come up with like a secondary title that I put in the little green box. And I have to type that out and get the right font and the size and everything, draw the green box, fill that with the green, and then I delete I write the text in white, and then I delete that and I darken the text, which is actually, it's like the text is deleted so you can see the background, so I go through and darken that. It takes a while to do the thumbnail images the way I do them. That's my choice. I could make it easier on myself, but I like the way I do it. So uploading, you have to do the thumbnail and I have to come up with an interesting title, actually 2 interesting titles the way I do it, kind of a title and a subheading. And then I have to find all the links and list those in the description box, anything that I've talked about in the video that I say I'm linking this below. Sometimes I write a description, sometimes I put other things in there for you. And YouTube also asks you to do keywords, so I have to come up with those every time, and I try to come up with as many as possible. That takes a little while. And often, since I'm filming in advance, I have to schedule my videos, so I have to tell YouTube when to post it. And I also add all of my videos to playlists. I don't know how many playlists, like 40 or 50 or something. So I have to scroll through my whole list of playlists and click off every one that this video might belong in, and I might need to make a new playlist too. Then I have to wait on the internet or the computer to upload the video, which takes a while. So a 15-minute video is probably half an hour, 45 minutes, something like that. At that point, the video is finally up, and that's when the views start, the comments start. And by that point, I'm already planning my next videos, the videos for next week, and I'm making my notes and doing all that. And I'm also working a full-time job and keeping a home and taking care of animals and trying to have a personal life. The way I have my comments set up, if you watch my channel, you already know this, is that I approve all of them before they go public. And I'm pretty good about reading those right away. I haven't been that good about responding. I have a question for you. What I've been doing lately, and I want to know what you think about this, is I don't start approving comments to go live until about a day after a video has gone up. And my philosophy with that is I'd like to get as many comments as possible because I want to hear from you guys. And I feel like if people comment, and like if I'm watching a video and I start looking at the comments and there are a lot of comments and maybe somebody is already saying what I was planning to say basically, then that makes me not want to comment. But if I see a video that doesn't have comments and I have something to say, then I comment on it. So I'm more likely if it doesn't have a lot of comments. Do you feel that way? Like, should I go ahead and improve the comments immediately or wait a day? Are you more likely to comment on a video if there are a lot of comments or if there are few or no comments? So what it comes down to with responding to comments is I do try to respond to all of them. I've been pretty good about that lately. It may take me a few days to do it. I definitely read all of them. The reason that it takes me a while to comment is because I have so many other things to do, and that's just not at the top of my list, to be honest, because at the top of my list is my job and my home personal stuff. So the reason that I don't comment right away is just because I'm doing so many other things. And for other YouTubers who are as serious about YouTube as I am, I know the process is the same for them. Even if they don't post as often as I do, go watch muchelleb, for example. She has a channel called Channelnotes. It's amazing. I'll link it below. I got a lot of advice, a lot of helpful advice from her when I was first starting, and I still find her channel helpful. And she talks about that, how much time it takes to do YouTube. It seems like a 15-minute video would take 15 minutes or so, but it actually takes many hours, many hours to do. And I think for most of us, time is the only reason that we don't get around to commenting either at all or right away. I think with the really big YouTube channels, the people who don't comment at all, that's just because it's overwhelming. There are too many comments to be able to comment on. Before I did YouTube, I would get kind of frustrated that I wouldn't hear back from YouTubers whose videos I commented on, but now that I'm doing it, I get it. I understand why, and I comment and I forget about it, and if I hear back from somebody, that's really nice, but if I don't, I just don't give it a second thought, really. All right, that's it. I hope that answered your question or gave you some more insight into what it takes to make these videos. And I hope, mostly the point of this, I hope that you won't be discouraged to comment on people's channels if they don't comment back or you feel like they won't comment back. I'm sure it's nothing personal for most of us, it's just time. If it was helpful, click the like button, please, and let me know. And then if you have not subscribed yet and you'd like to see more from my channel, please click the subscribe button and hit that bell notification icon to be notified when I post a new video. Thank you so much for watching. Vincent was pretty good this time. I'm in the same room as her and she has quieted down. Right before this video, I filmed my apartment tour and she was so noisy and terrible in that. So she's being really good now. Maybe she got bored. All right, thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day. Bye.